When you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things changes. When you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things changes. When you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things changes. Just a quick little tidbit for you guys. With pain, it is exaggerated, which means you are in pain. You feel it until that pain is completely gone, until you are healed. So what that means is you are constantly thinking of it. It is constantly rummaging inside of your head and it becomes you. Now when you're associating stuff to get out of pain, a lot of people just want that quick fix, that quick phrase that just makes them feel so fulfilled with enjoyment, that moves them out of that pain just for a brief second, only to have that pain come in more abruptly right after and take over, because they were constantly more thinking about pain than overcoming it. So basically, repetition in life is key. So that famous quote, in fact I would say it is his most famous quote that he states, from Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, was one of the first things I've ever even heard uttered out of his mouth when I was listening to his material. And that probably goes with most of his audience. People are recognized with him by that quote that he says. If you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things change. I'm going to link a quick video down below for you guys of Wayne Dyer doing an explanation on that quote as well, and he gives a good example within it too. He gives the example of if you're inside of your house and you drop your keys and you can't find them and you're trying to find your keys, but all of a sudden your power goes out, but you look outside and you see there is a light in the street, so you think, oh, there's a light out there. I'm going to go out there and use that light to find my keys outside of the house where I've left my keys. And with that example, it explains what a lot of us do with our perceptions in life. We have an issue going on in life. We don't want to go to that dark space, that unknown space where we can't really see, where it's just an unrecognizable space to dig into, to truly find what we need out of life. We want to go off to that easy place, that place off to the side that provides most of what we perceive as good to us, but not fully. Especially with a lot of us men, we are convinced that sometimes this example is our only option, that we can't truly go into a certain space to solve certain issues. There's just a lot of stuff that has to be dealt with and stuff that is unovercomable in life, just something a man has to deal with in life. So we go to the most perceivable spot in our lives that seems the most attractive to us, but not exactly what we want to be fulfilled in life. It has all the functions met to our criteria, but it is not exactly what is true to us. I get these issues of dealing with changing perspective with men that I coach, especially when they're in between jobs that they just absolutely cannot stand. Some men have everything. They have a perfect family life, they have a nice big house, nice car, all the material stuff they'd ever want within life. It's all taken care of through them. But they dread the job they work at. They can't stand it. They don't see themselves as doing what they're doing for a career in life. They never would have thought that. So in a sense, they keep going to more spaces with more lights per se, that fill this void of their perception, but it keeps pleading away from the true perception that they really want to have in life, that would truly bring them to fulfillment within life. Same exact issue when I deal with guys who are socially inept, that they don't want to leave their house, their apartment, they just want to stand on the computer all day, watch TV, movies, all that bullshit, and just not even want to take a glimpse of fresh air, not go out, not socialize, not prowl around town to discover stuff that's around there that could bring enjoyment to them. They're too unwilling to do that because of the perception they have of the outside world is more comfortable than what they're doing currently. They feel like they'll be uncomfortable with that environment. That's why when I coach guys, with us men, we have to bring stuff down to simplest form to enact understanding. So think of this. Take the world you live in currently. Do you think of this world you live in as an accepting world that wants to accept you? Or do you think of this world as an unaccepting world that does not want to accept you and is out to get you? If you could just simply change the way you look at your world as accepting to everything you have to put forth in it, nothing is impossible for what you can achieve. If there truly is a faulty issue within your life, pleading you in life, making you flat, not fulfilled, accept that you have this answer. And start plotting out ways that you can truly go out into that world. So the answer you truly want can accept you. Because if you don't, you're still going to have that space inside of you, that hole inside of you that's just not filled from what you truly need in life. You're going to settle. You're going to see that this world is not completely understanding and on your behalf for what you want with fulfillment in it, that it's unaccepting to you. And in some cases, you feel like you try to push against that and it comes after you. So you plead away from it. You settle for certain stuff within life that's just not up to your keen perception of what you truly thought it was going to be within life. So you then start filling the void with it. Material-wise, family-wise, stuff that's still just pleading you away, but still leaving that emptiness within inside of you. And you just try to push it off. When any possible thing you want in this life as a man to be fulfilled within it is achievable through just a simple change of perception. If you are working in a career that is just completely unappealing to your liking, there is a way with your true willpower as a man to move out of that career into something that is more fulfilling to you. Accept that you want to make this change, and then start proceeding to actions that will create this change out into your reality. Manifest it. Manifest ways that you can appreciate the world around you, so the world can appreciate you back with the gift of your fulfillment. Even if it feels like life is trying to go after you, by putting strains on your finances, creating a little bit of drama here and there with your family life, taking a lot more longer time than you would proceed it having to go on. Have acceptance for it. Be happy for it. Because there is a positive outcome out of that. You are moving more forward into what you truly need in life. Same with getting out of your living space and going out into the environment socially. Getting yourself out there. Accept that you have this problem. Accept that you do stay at your living space way too much, that you're just basically a vampire, and then start proceeding towards the actions. What are your true interests in this life? What do you actually enjoy doing that you can also do outside of where you live? Start looking up stuff. Start looking up events and just go to them. It's a very hard step to take, going to stuff by yourself, because obviously, yeah, people do judge other people for going to stuff by themselves. But who cares? Accept it. Accept all of it. Because once you get into your vibe, you'll find your tribe.
Saint Perigene, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.